All right, we have very solid options, Herc. Who had the best performance abroad?
I'm going to go with Damion Downs. Now, let me explain for a second who Damion Downs is to a lot of people out there. The young forward. He's got Bundesliga experience. Mao, when Cologne was about to get relegated last season, he was with them. He was one of the players that was trying to help their cause to stay atop in the first flight in Germany. It didn't go his way, but he was a teenager playing in a relegation battle and scoring a few goals. Well, now he's in Bundesliga 2. And now the goals are still coming about and in abundance. He's got 10 goals, 5 assists in all competitions. This is a player that's got some intangibles that you just sometimes can't teach players. And I'm talking about the hunger, the determination, but I'm also talking about the size and the strength. He's 6'4" for a 20-year-old. He's fast, decisive runs. He's still very raw. And I understand it's Bundesliga 2. But let me, for a second, put this out there for the good people. The 9 battle right now, the 9 situation for the U.S. men's national team. Ricardo Pepi, we just found out, is out for the season. Haji Wright is barely coming back from his ankle injury. Folarin Balogun is going to be out for quite some time with that shoulder. These players, these 2 players, and Folarin Balogun and Ricardo Pepi won't be available in March. Who knows what Haji Wright looks like if he is available in March. Daryl Dike is coming back from back-to-back Achilles tears. We have to go to Brandon Vasquez, Ajiman. You have to go to Duncan McGuire. It's very thin up top. But what if you have a player who's scoring goals, who's got a few intangibles, and you're willing to take a flyer on because you have all these injuries? In the way that the German-American has been very useful to the U.S. men's national team player pool, and we go back to 2014, whether it's Fabian Johnson, whether it's a Jermaine Jones who scored a goal at the World Cup, whether it's a Julian Green who scores a goal at the World Cup, or whether it's a John Anthony Brooks who, by the way, also scores a goal at the World Cup. The German-American, for whatever reason, has been very productive on the U.S. men's national team. And right now, at this moment, a player that's very unknown, and maybe to Mauricio Pochettino as well, maybe it doesn't hurt to bring him in and to see what he's about with such slim pickings at the 9 position.
The way you're describing it, it feels like it's election by elimination. You like player A gets injured, then you move on to player B. It feels like now for the U.S. men's national team, we're down the ladder in the alphabet, player maybe M or N, but whoever catches a good run absolutely is going to have a chance to go and prove their value for Mauricio Pochettino. And I know it's Zweite Liga, second division in German soccer, but still the quality's there. And dual national who has had experiences with both national teams. But once you start with a run like this, then the eyes of other clubs in the Bundesliga are clearly going to look his way.
Do you remember when we were down in New Orleans and we were working together and I had the computer on and I was talking about, Bayern Leverkusen is about to lose in the cup game. Do you remember that? Do you remember? It took a Patrick Schick late winner, as he always does, as they always do, to go on to the next round. Damion Downs had a goal and an assist in that game against Leverkusen.
All right, I'm gonna give you my pick for best performance abroad. And that's Alex Zendejas. And here's why I like what Alex Zendejas has done for Club America, not only this weekend, but as of late. When I ask you, what is the exact position of Alex Zendejas in Club America? You can give me 3 different answers. He's all over the place in the attacking third. And when you consider the quality of players that this Club America roster has, the one that stands out in this start of the season is Alex Zendejas. And I know that Mauricio Pochettino already had his name in the list. But if Alex Zendejas doesn't have another chance to start in the upcoming games in March for CONCACAF Nations League, then it's not to start, at least to be part of the roster. Then I will feel so bad because Alex Zendejas could have easily played for the Mexican national team. I will go ahead and say he would be here probably a starter right now for the Mexican National League with the level that he's displaying week in, week out, game in and game out. And when you talk about reasons why Club America won 3 leagues in a row, one of the main reasons, because we always go with the goalkeeper, Angel Malagón, the goal scorer, Henry Martin. When we talk about Christian Pulisic and playmaking abilities, to me right now, there's no other playmaker like Alex Zendejas.
Yeah, and he may be a little underappreciated when it comes to the U.S. men's national team fan base. I think that has to deal with him not really living up to that potential in the short amount of time he's been giving on the U.S. men's national team. But I agree with you, Mal. This is a player that if he was playing for the Mexican national team, wouldn't just be a starter, he'd be a bona fide star. The way he is in Mexico's biggest team, Club America, and the best team right now in Mexican football, who's coming off a three-peat. I firmly believe he's got the attributes to play, and I think he's going to be on the roster. I think Mauricio Pochettino has found value in him, but he can play multiple positions, and the position that he is best at, is not a position he really plays for Club America. They have him on the wings. They have him as a withdrawn striker. I think his best position is in that 8 position, the way to influence and control the game. So it's a good ace up your sleeve if you're a coach, if you're going into a tournament like the Nations League and somebody goes down and you need to plug a hole here and there. I think he's a dependable player, and yes, he's in the form right now of his life, which is why there are European suitors sniffing up the Club America tree there.
Wouldn't be a surprise if he makes the transition next summer. Remember, you can catch all the action for soccer around the world every day on ESPN FC. Available every single day right here on ESPN+.